Hey guys, so with the addition of the Genesis set that I just acquired, I thought now would be a good time to do a new walkthrough of the game room. So, yeah, here we go. I hope you like it. Alright, so here we start in the entryway. This is the first shelf, which is a sort of miscellaneous things, sets I'm working on. So you can see like my Odyssey 2 work in progress down there. My Atari carts, the probably a good half of Dreamcast set there, some miscellaneous 360 stuff, etc., etc., Switch, Wii U, stuff like that. Things that I don't really intend on doing full sets of necessarily, although the Dreamcast set I am doing. But just sort of a, yeah, just a work in progress, kind of some place to put stuff shelf. Some prints, it's the Tengen Tetris and the Mega Man 2 prints from the artist Mark Erickson. As we turn around, I've mentioned it before, the game room is in the master bedroom of the house, so there's actually an attached bathroom. There is the Mario RPG vinyl banner. I really double down on the whole, like, it looks like a store thing, because that's a lot of the feedback that I get when people walk in here, so I did finally get an open sign. This particular one is actually from Blockbuster Video, so as you're walking out, you get thanked for shopping at Blockbuster, which I just think is charming. Continuing in, the original Xbox set. This is half of the set, the other half is on the reverse side. The shelf kind of floats in the middle of the room with my Killer Instinct arcade game and the Mortal Kombat 2 on the other side. There's an Xbox Live Neon. I guess this is a good time to mention that everything in here is authentic. There is no reproductions of any kind whatsoever in this room, except for like translation games that I got on cartridge. But no, as far as reproductions, nothing pretending to be something that it's not. It was just very important to me as I was creating the space that I just felt like if you let one thing in that's a reproduction, it calls the entire collection into question. So continuing on, this is my an Xbox display case with just some miscellaneous Xbox, actually, kind of big box stuff from the Xbox set. Above that is the Power Glove Fiberoptics sign. There are two of these in existence. They were made for the CES 19... I want to say 90, but someone's going to correct me. These were put out by Mattel for their booth at CES. Coming back into this back corner, this is the Mortal Kombat arcade game, along with the other half of the Xbox set. Some banners. I love nylon banners. One of my favorite parts of my collection. This is kind of the PlayStation catch-all shelf, so everything PlayStation related is back here. So I'm working on the long box set for PS1. Not going for the whole PS1 set, because I just don't have space for that at this point. But definitely PS1 long box, and then just some miscellaneous stuff. Most of that PS4 stuff at the bottom is from Limited Run. This cubby here, this is all kind of space reserved for mostly PC big box games. That's the intent anyway. The stuff up top there, that's actually newly acquired. That's a sketch from the creator of Sam and Max that I got from San Diego recently, along with a Max plush and the first edition of the game. Back here, this is pretty much the last shelf that I have that's empty. So once this thing's full, I start having problems as far as space is concerned. But, you know, we'll get to that road when we get there. Up here, this is all dev hardware. So debug kits and, you know, like the Nintendo dev there. And so this is all stuff that's all hardware for game development. My Nintendo Neon. This Nintendo Neon might look a little different to you guys because the inner Nintendo Neon is actually reblown. So the sign when I bought it was broken, and unfortunately vintage red painted neon is very difficult to come by, so we had to use kind of a modern red neon tube. Playtoys 10, nothing crazy there, aside from it being a really awesome piece. As we go here, these are my World of Nintendo cabinets with the NES full set, or basically anything that's not CIB. The CIBs I have elsewhere, which we'll get to. Most of the Nintendo Power set down there, at least all the stuff that I care about. So there's some later release that I'm missing, but I'm working on that slowly. There's a couple iterations of the deluxe set for NES. The one on the left is the regular retail. The one on the right is the short sell New York edition. Miscellaneous knickknacks. This is probably I don't want to say impressive, but this is the expensive shelf, the quote-unquote heavy shelf. So, you know, stadium events, rounding out like the top 20 for NES here, as well as the SNES heavy hitters, culminating in the competition cartridge. There's an Atari game from the Alamogordo landfill. That is one of my quirky favorites of this collection as well. The Mario 3 people ask about because it's just a regular Mario 3, but it's actually the only thing in my collection that's from my childhood collection. You can see my mom's penmanship with my last name there. That's the only thing in this room that's actually from my childhood. So it gets a place of honor. Some Fiberoptics, that's the N64 fiber, as well as the KB World of Nintendo fiber, and the Game Boy fiber on towards the right. The shelf here is just miscellaneous books and big boxes that I couldn't fit anywhere else. And the flask there, people ask about whether or not that's actually a game item. It is. It's from E3. You can kind of see the PlayStation logo on it. This is a hanger for E.T. This thing was actually sealed when I got it, but I had to hang it because it's awesome. This is a perler that I had commissioned. Those are all hand-laid pearls. There's about 77,000 beads in this piece. It took the creator about a year to make, so thank you, Tyler Plurden of Instagram. More games over here. So this is the essentially half of the Kart-only SNES set. If you swing around here, there's the other half. Excuse me. I love this little alcove that I've created. I think it's kind of neat. Here, so you have a wall here and a wall here, and then so you kind of enter into this little library nook, which I love. So yeah, as I said, here's the remainder of the SNES set, and then swinging around here, that's what I've been working on for N64. I think I'll only need these bottom 6 for the remainder of the set, or something close to it. So I will actually have some more space down here, which at this point, empty space is exciting to me. A couple more displays. This is half of a Sega Neon, or a Sega Halogen display. I'm thinking about having it rebuilt so it's a light again. Here's what I have in the NES CIB department. Again, not a whole lot. With NES and SNES as well, I essentially did CIB for anything that I cared about or anything that I got real cheap. There's some Master System stuff on the shelf. This is all those silver boxes is a almost complete set of the Platinum hits for the original Xbox. Real close. I think I'm missing 1 or 2. Moving along, this is up top is a complete CIC TurboGrafx set. That would be Turbo Kart. I don't have the entire CD set, but I'm not really going for it either. I just have kind of a smattering of things that I like. A Virtual Boy set, again, Kart only. These were red Game Boy Advanced boxes that have been modified. I really like them. Below here, this is one of my crowning achievements in my collection. This is a complete CIB 3DO set, which, as far as difficulty is concerned, is definitely the most difficult set that I've done. There's just some stuff in this collection that just does not come up CIB very often at all. Including the recently acquired Mental Messages mail away for the Tom Kite golf tutorial game. There's some more neons. And here we come around to, of course, my most recent edition. Famed collector Johnny Iucci and I came to an agreement recently on his Sega Genesis set. So this is at least one version of every game for the Genesis. Right here you're looking at 741 games, and so that does not include every clamshell / paper variant of every game, but there's at least one or the other of every game. So there are some games that I only have in paper that I technically should buy in clamshell, and vice versa. Some stuff that I don't have the paper variants of that I only have clamshell versions of. So there's still a little bit of stuff for me to collect, but this is the vast majority of the collection. Oh, excuse me. The only thing not CIB here currently is that Outback Joey up there. I actually have a CIB version coming in the mail, so that version is for sale if you want it. So let me know if you're interested. Sweeping around here, this is what I have CIB of the Super Nintendo set. Again, not nearly the full set, but just stuff that was important to me or that I got a good deal on. That Funko Neon above there, one of my favorite items of the collection. And then below is about half the set, or close to it, of the Sega Saturn, with a generous smattering of Neo Geo NBS cards. This is my primary CRT for the primary retail display, as well as a 20-inch BVM monitor. I'm sorry, but I'll have the coughing. Again, another banner back here with the Immortal Monday, September 13th mini banner. And this is kind of all the consoles that I have. Everything you see here is connected through SCART RGB, and then simultaneously being split to the BVM, as well as using this SCART to component adapter to run to the larger television. So yeah, that's about it. It's a good summary of the collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This kind of brings you up to speed for my collection in August of 2018. So thanks a lot. Alright guys, that about wraps up the video, so if you have any questions, let me know, but otherwise, I hope you like what you see. Thanks.